Morning. Hello, stranger. Day 16, I believe. But I could be wrong. The title told you. Oh, now it begins. Slack packing days are over. Family is left. Nothing left to do but walk to Canada. Walk through Canada. As you can tell, it's raining. Bogboard Trail has been logged over, and so it is closed. So we are going to road walk around the closed section, head more directly towards falls in the river, assuming the rain stops. There's a lot of mud and stuff out there, so we'll see. Might just road walk up to Deer Mountain. Depends on if the showers pass or if they continue. They've been late in arriving, and I'm afraid they're not going to hurry away. But I'd hope to be able to enjoy the end of the day with a little sunshine and dry out. Tomorrow is going to be terribly hot, they say. I don't know what's going on, but some sort of freak weather thing is going to crank up the heat into the 90s tomorrow. But for today, we've got rain. We have walked this road before in the rain, so we'll be okay. Well, if there's something prettier than rain to show you, I'll bring you out, but this may be a short video day. Because rain just isn't that exciting, is it? Rainy road walk, well, that's even less. Day 16, the adventure continues. Well, it was one of our options for going back onto the trail. Just had another downpour come through, so I think we're going to stay out here on road. Hopefully we can keep shooting video. I just had the camera go into some mode where it ate a battery. So I've got 2 good batteries left, I guess. I'll just have to be a little more succinct. I don't know. I've got a power bank, but I try to save that for the phone. GPS is going to want a little. But yeah, we're going to stay on the road for now, and we might just take the road all the way up there, because I really don't want to get soaking wet. I've been soaking wet for days. I finally got dry. I'm a little damp now, but if we head off into the woods, everything's gonna get wet. I'm still hopeful the sun might come out later and we can dry out before tomorrow, because tomorrow's gonna be really sweaty. So if we could start with a dry pack and a dry shirt, that would be better. We're gonna be really heavy because we've got a week's worth of food, and yeah, it's supposed to be in the low 90s with no wind. So we may put up the umbrella for a sunshade and have to hope we find water on a regular basis. I know there's water at several places towards the end of the day in Canada, but there's a few miles in between there. Maybe we'll get water at the border station if we're there. Lucky. Can't remember. I think they might have offered me water when I crossed into Canada last year. I didn't want anything but to keep walking. It was pouring rain, and I didn't want to take off my pack. Alright, I'm going to shut up now, see if I can get the camera to shut off, and maybe we'll see you again later. Second Connecticut Lake. Pretty full. Pretty wet. I think we're just gonna road walk. I just really don't want to get any wetter than I am. I'm wet, but I'm not soaking wet. And I know if we go into the trees, we're gonna get soaking wet. The umbrella will not save me there. I just can't do it. I'm not gonna do it. It's one of the advantages of not being a professional. Nobody's paying me, so I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. I thought I did really well not to have them drop me off at the campground. We drove up and dropped off the bear can, so I didn't have to carry that all day. And it was tempting to just say, well, you could just leave me right here. I'll set up my hammock and go back to bed. I didn't do it. But we are missing out on some pretty trail. They put a lot of work into Black Cat. Very, very sorry. We won't be displaying it today. But yeah, I'm not sure if I actually slept last night. That bed was not working for me. And something had me riled up. I don't know if it was the dinner or what, but just couldn't seem to sleep. And again, I may have dreamed the whole night away thinking I was awake. But yeah, I think we're gonna set up camp and probably have an afternoon nap. Alright, I will see you further up the trail, up the road somewhere. Yeah, it's not a very exciting day. Sorry. Tomorrow's gonna be exciting. Tomorrow may kill us, but we'll see how it goes. Well, I just saw the sign for Upper Black Cat, so number one, we've missed our last chance to go into the woods. I just don't care. And number two, it means we've probably got less than 2 miles to the campground. That I care about. This is a tough day. I'm feeling those people. It was really nice to see people. I'm not going to see them for a month now. That's a long time. Over a month. Tomorrow I'll be busy fighting for my life. Everything will be fine. But today, yeah, like I say, I feel it. It's really one of the hardest parts about hiking for me. I like those people. I like them enough not to make them do something like this, that's for sure. So I can't bring them with me, but I do hate leaving them behind. Oh well, I could cry at you later. Be it ever so humble. I put the roof up. I'm gonna hold off putting the bed together. See if maybe the air dries out a little bit more before I pull it out. I'm not sure how wet it was when I put it away. Maybe it'll still be wet. But oh, I gotta go retrieve the bear can. That's where my favorite site used to be. They closed that one down. It's right down by the water. They said it was because they were worried if the dam broke, it would get flooded out. But the lady at the office sounds a little suspicious. That's right. So I don't know what the truth is. Almost to Canada. I brought the umbrella to keep the rain away. Yeah, we swung up here after we left the inn this morning. Dropped off the bear can so I didn't have to carry it. I carried everything else. It was heavy enough. I could feel it. After a couple of days of slack packing. It's going to be heavy tomorrow with that bear can on there. But we need 5 nights in Canada and a night on the road heading into Maine, so hopefully there's water in Canada. If it's going to be hot, we're going to need water. They say 2 days of heat and then it'll chill out. Hopefully they're right. Sometimes those heat things stick around. Little blue sky up there. Trying to stay positive here. I really miss those people. That's terrible. I'll be better tomorrow. I promise. I'll try. Usually just takes one day. Totally visible if you know where to look. Oh, yeah, that is heavy. All right, well, maybe the sun will come out. Let's see. Here we are, back where it all started, many years ago. Site number 6 at Deer Mountain. I remember it well. They closed this site down, so you can't camp down here anymore. They can't keep us out. We came down here anyway. We're not camping down here. Not crazy. I don't want to anger the New Hampshire state officials. Can you see Deer Mountain? That's Deer Mountain. It's like 0.7 to the trailhead and a little over 2 from there to the top. I think they're gonna take the trail over the top of there one of these years. Instead of following the current trail all the way along the river, it'll go up and over. We'll have to come back and do that, I suppose. Well, I thought I would say goodnight with a smile on my face. I know it was kind of a bummer of a day, sorry. But road walking in the rain, this is my family. It's not good for you, it's not good for me. But tomorrow the adventure begins again. We will finish the Cohos one way or another. And then, well, then we're headed to Canada. Sentiers Frontaliers, something like that. I don't know. When I say that, the French-speaking people look at me like I'm speaking gibberish. So that must not be it. Maybe I'll get somebody to tell me how to pronounce it this year. It's gonna be really hot, really humid. We're gonna see if we can get up really early. I don't know if we can do that, but we're gonna try. Now, we've been waking up really early every day, so what the heck? Maybe, yeah, quick cup of coffee and bag of cereal and we'll be on our way. Out of here by the crack of 9. No, I have no idea. We'll see. But yeah, it should be hell. And then the next day will probably be worse because it won't be quite as hot. But the next day we've got to do a lot of terrain along the border, which is, as you know, really hard. So But then after that, the weather cools down. It looks like there's thunderstorms come through, and hopefully we're not up on the border swath when that happens. And then it cools down into the 70s. So that'll be good, because the next couple of days are going to be around 90 and lots of humidity. So. Alright, well, night. This was day 16. I think we're still saying. Tomorrow's day 16 and a half on the Cohos. And then we'll have a half day in Canada. Breezy pants. We are camping at Breezy Coulac. One way or another, we are gonna get there. I'll see you.